This program contains subject matter and language that may be disturbing to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
My name is Samantha and I'm 27. I'm checking out.
She's beautiful, inside and out.
She was going to school to be a nurse. She was volunteering at the hospital here. She was going places.
I am addicted to heroin and fentanyl.
It's not easy to look into your child's eyes and tell yourself that she's gone when she's staring right back at you. She was amazing. She was just always happy, always smiling. Myself and her dad struggled. I was 15, he was 19. His parents were and are phenomenal people.
My son and Jennifer didn't have a whole lot of money, and Samantha spent a lot of time at our house as a result.
Her dad hasn't been that active in her life.
My son got into the drug scene, and he did not accept in many ways the parental responsibilities he should have.
At that time, he wouldn't get up and go to work. He'd, just lay around, and Jen had enough of that.
I think that I was 18, and I met a fellow. Within about 6 months or so, we moved in together. We got an apartment. After Drake was born, he just decided that he didn't want to do this anymore. So I stayed single for a few years, and I met a fellow. He was very charming, very good-looking. All was well until he showed his true colors. He choked me to the point of almost blackout, and Samantha was there. She saw the whole thing.
I think I blocked it out, but I just know that he used to throw her around.
Me and my sister were there, and he's like, if you don't go to your rooms, you're gonna get it too.
He would apologize, and I love you, and I'm so sorry, and it'll never happen again. It's just because I love you so much. And so the vicious cycle began, and it was worse each and every time. I worked a lot. I worked at the grocery store, I bartended, and I waitressed, so my hours were crazy.
Sam, she was left alone on her own quite a bit. That led to her looking for acceptance in other places.
I was with a friend, and she asked me if I wanted to try crystal meth. I'd pretty much dropped out of school, and I continued using every day after that.
We'd see her once in a while. She was kind of all over the place.
As she got deeper and deeper into using drugs, you could see that she was slowly, going down the rabbit hole, really.
Samantha was using crystal meth when she found out she was pregnant.
As soon as I found out I was pregnant was the second that I stopped using crystal meth. I stayed clean my whole pregnancy.
She was so happy and so in love with Abby.
I think it gave her a purpose. It gave her an identity. It made her someone's mom.
I had just met Jen, her mom, and we were in the honeymoon phase of our relationship, and it was a quick Mike training program.
Mike and I packed up Sam, and we packed up baby, and we brought them home to our house. And I put in place all the services that are available. A nurse is coming, teaching her how to breastfeed and trying to help her to be a good mom.
And she was doing really well. It was the most stable that it had been in a long time. And then, unfortunately, she met a guy.
Harley came into Sam's life. He is the father to her youngest, Haley.
He just wasn't a good person. He was stealing. He'd be in jail. He'd be out of jail for a couple of months. Then he'd be back in for, he had a 2-year stretch at one time. Then he'd get back, and they'd get right back together again.
He treated her like crap, and he used.
And then I started using. It's just, as time went on, it just kind of got worse and worse. There's lots of abuse.
He would hit Sam and beat her, and we would see that happening. And it was difficult to control ourselves when he was around.
The relationship started to implode. You know, there was an incident where Harley was assaulting her in the street, and Sam was yelling for help.
Harley went to jail, and I was by myself, and then I got clean.
Not long after that, I got a job opportunity in Toronto, and we moved Sam and the girls with us. That was the best thing we ever did. Get her away from the people she was surrounding herself with here.
That was a turning point for Sam. She was finally on track and doing something with her life and doing something to better her life for her and her girls.
It was a year-long course. I graduated with honors.
We went to the graduating ceremony as a family, everyone. We were so proud of her. Then Harley got out of jail. Sam decided to put the girls on a Greyhound bus with her and come back to Kamloops. And by the time we moved back here, we had indicators that she was using again.
I was getting calls from the school. The girls were not in school, or they were late every day, or, you know, maybe perhaps their lunch was less than required. So I asked Mike to go over there, and he did manage to get in.
Garbage everywhere, the stench of cat piss everywhere, clothes everywhere. You know, where do the girls even, you know, have a safe place, clean place to sleep? And the minute I saw needles on the floor, Jen and I said, we're going to remove the girls. Harley's very violent. At one point, smashed Sam's face in. So after that, I don't know why she's involved with him at all.
Sam, I'm here today because I love you, and I want you to find happy again, and I want you to know you're worth something. I truly believe this path you're on will only get worse and kill you soon. To accept this help offered to you today, Sam. If you don't take this help today and complete treatment, I will cut off all contact and help of any kind. We have to do this, Sam, so our family can heal, but most importantly, to protect your girls from any more hurt. I love you.
Thank you.
You know we love you, and we will love you till the end of days. But if you decide not to accept this help that's being offered today, there's nothing more that I can do for you. And we will live forever with the pain of not having you in our lives anymore. Please accept this help.
Jen.
Samantha, I wish you knew how beautiful you really are. That you saw yourself as others do. You're so smart and full of life. And you are much stronger than you think you are. I have become obsessed with saving your life. I don't know how to let you go. I don't want to let you go.
Can read your bottom line, please.
I will love you always unconditionally, but I will not walk beside you and watch you die. If you don't accept this gift today, Sam, myself and your precious girls will no longer be a part of your life. I can't.
So, Sam, we're almost through this process, and there's just 2 last short letters from your girls, okay? And this is from Haley. Dear Mommy, I love snuggling you in your bed, going to the park and watching movies, and just eating popcorn. I miss when you tickle me, and we'd laugh. When you're sick, I feel really sad. I miss you so much, and I cry sometimes because I never see you. So please say yes to getting help today. I love you so. And she wrote like 50 so's. I love you so much. Love, Haley. And from Abby.
Dear Mummy, I really miss you. I loved watching movies with you. I loved when you played with me and Haley. I think you're awesome, all in upper caps. It makes me mad when you're not with me and Haley, but I will always love you. Please get help today. Love, Abby.
So Sam, just keep breathing as best you can. Feel all the love surrounding you. And I want to ask you, are you ready to accept this help today?
Yeah.
Can I hear you?
Yes.
Yes?
Yay.
Okay,
That's
you guys
awesome.
can celebrate.
Go ahead.
Hi. Hi, you guys look so pretty. The process has been really difficult, but it's just so worth it. I have so much more self-esteem now, and it feels really good. I think being clean, my daughters, they'll get their mom back. Hi. Mommy looks amazing.
She looks incredible. She sounds good. She's starting to look like the old Sam that we miss so much. She's got a smile on her face and she's got bounce in her step. You know, that's incredible.
I want to start working, go back to school, work on getting my kids back in my care.
I miss you.
Kind of just start over.
They